Well, if you're not scared, I think you ought to be, because the next challenge I'm getting ready to put out to you is a big one. So, what would your look like? What would your life look like if you could create a book a week for 1 year? A book a week for 1 year. So let's see if I got that right. That's 52 books in a year. What would change about your life? What would happen? Now, today I'm going to be talking about, do we have the tools to create a book a week for 1 year? If you were shaking your head saying, Randy, I finally think you have cracked, then what I'm getting ready to show you here in a minute is going to change your mind about that process. Now, I know what I've talked about before. If we could use a little tool like this, I'll be talking about this in a minute. Or if we could use another tool that's free, then we can create a book a week for 1 year. Now, don't get me wrong. I wanted to say a book a day, but yeah, some people are going to go, BS, my guy. I do not believe you. So for this one, we're going to need some music, right? Let's get some music going here. See if we can get something that keeps on going and keeps us motivated. But we're talking about one book a year. Wait, one book a week for a year? No way. Yes way. I was super excited when I started thinking about this subject matter. I talked a little bit about it yesterday. So if you didn't meet me, you'll see yesterday is go to YouTube, go to the live section, and you can find all of my lives. And I want you to just put them on and just go do your workout with the headset on. And the moment you see something or hear something and I'm saying something, you go, wait a minute, I got to see this, because I do a lot of the how. Nobody else is doing this. How do I know? Well, I know. Nobody else is showing you the how. What do? They get you enough where you go, okay, now come buy my course. And what I'm going to say to you is, if you want to work with me to actually do the thing, then I'm going to be your accountability partner. And I do not mess around. Why? Because I don't feel like messing around with people's time or their life. When it comes to something like this, can you create it? Well, why would we? Why should we create this? Because there's a lot going on upstairs. You got a life that could help somebody. It could be out there helping somebody right now. And I'm going to tell you, and I get serious about this, I'm going to tell you, if you believe things that are inside of you, your experiences, your pains, dare I say your traumas, your happiness, the goals you have met, the things you have overcome, the life that you have lived, if you believe that that life could be of service to somebody, then I'm going to say you have a responsibility. Uh-oh, getting serious. You have a responsibility to share it with others. Now, one of the best ways to share this life experience is by writing it down. How do we write it down? Wait a minute. If you're like me, I type 26 words a minute. That ain't going to get done fast. We use this little handy dandy recorder. It's got a little beep beep. And we stick that in our computer when we're done. And we pull the words out and then we go get the words transcribed. Okay, now have I explained enough for you to go, okay, I kind of believe you, but I'm not convinced yet. Okay, I'm going to show you some tools that I personally use. Well, you'll get a chance to see that I use these tools. I'm not just talking like out of the side of my neck. And I'll show you how we do it. Fair? I'm going to show you maybe a couple other free things that you could do. Not as effective as the one I'm getting ready to show you, but man, these things could have you creating a book a week for one whole year. Probably more, but don't tell nobody I said that. Probably more. Y'all ready to see it? Okay, let me show you. So here is one of the things. Now, I've talked a little bit about this before, not too much. I teased it a little bit yesterday, but watch this. Here it is. So here's one right now. I'm literally working on this one right now. Y'all saw a couple weeks ago that I just finished the bamboo principle. Now, this ain't no chat GPT, AI slop. This is stuff that comes from here. These are stuff that comes from my ideas. This is stuff that comes from, get this, and I know you got them too, note cards, ideas, notebooks all over the place. Look at this. Notebooks full of ideas. Tell me you don't have it. I know you do. Now it's time that we get these things out. And one of the great things is that we can create a book first, and then we can create our other digital tools. Why do this though? Well, because there's a lot going on up in your mind. Sometimes we needed to clear our mind, number one. We got tools that'll put all that stuff together for us, right? It'll chase those words around and make it make sense. Okay, we're going to use some tools like that. But more importantly, because it gives us another digital asset. If you watch the stuff I did in December of 2025, I talked a lot about that. Go back and watch that if you get a chance. But I talked a lot about, every single day I talked about creating a digital product a day. Now, this particular case, I'm saying, let's create a book a week for 1 year. Yeah. Now, I'm generous. I'm saying a book a week. I was going to say a book a day, but I know some of you will go, oh my gosh, I can't do that. I got a life. I live and I do these things. Well, I'm just saying, if you're out there and you got more time than you have money, now hear what I'm saying now. Don't get mad at me. In other words, if you're not working or if you're not doing something, we can go out there and learn something and then talk about it at night and produce that book in a day. But let's give it a week because you're going to need to do some things. Okay, watch this. Okay, here I got. So this particular book is called The Cash Flow Code. Now I used my mind and things that was in my mind and things that was on my mind to create the outline for it. That's first. Second, I literally pulled the words together using some GPTs. I told them, don't you add not one word that I didn't say. Okay, Mr. Randy, that's what it says sometimes. Okay. So you see how we're already doing it? So now I use this tool right here. Watch this tool. It is beautiful. I use another tool. Well, I think if I had came across this tool first, that's free. And it's Kindle Create, which is, look at this, Kindle Create. We're going to just go over to Kindle Create. And here's what I want you to see. If you got any questions, I had a couple of questions about a couple of things, right? I wanted to know how to do these drop caps. And it told me how to do the drop caps. Look at that. In a word, this is my introduction. I put the drop caps on each one of the chapters. Look at that. Looks beautiful, right? 4 years. I mean, it adds a little flavor because I went in here and I started asking, hey, how do I do this? How do I do that? How do I do that? And this is where I found it. If this is a shock to you right now, that the help section can help you, perhaps we ought to rethink not looking at the help section. Look at this. I said, help me. And then it says, well, would you like to find out about Kindle Create? No, I don't want to find out about Kindle Create. Would you like a Kindle Create tutorial? Kindle Create help. That could be something. Settings. Nope. I just says, well, give me a tutorial. What we got? And it said, okay, this is what we got. It started showing me the tutorial stuff. So wait, it shows me a whole tutorial. Yep. Here is a whole tutorial on how to do that. I'm going to show you here in a second. I'm going to pull it up. So now we can go over there and easily find out how Kindle, guess who? Amazon likes their content. So first things first, we go over here and we say, okay, good. I'm already using Kindle Create and it says, awesome. If you want to direct publish to us, here's what you do. So here's a tutorial. It's going to show us what to do. Now, I'm telling you this instead of trying to act like a guru. Hey, you just do this. Now, if you say, man, I don't want to read all that, you read it and then give me the cliff notes. Then I got you. I'm going to do it for you. But if you want me to do some of the other stuff, I'm a marketing guy. So now there's extra after we do it. There's marketing and there's all these other things, right? But I wanted to first show you that this could get done. Bam. A book a week for 1 whole year. Yes, you can. Here it is. It's going to show us some stuff here. Here's how you do it. It just says, okay, go download it. It even gives you the links to download it. Are you kidding me? Chapter 1 is telling you how you can prepare your chapters, giving you some practice. it says, hey, if you want to add front matter, what's front matter? It tells you. Add a table of contents. What's that? Well, the first thing okay, you know it. It tells you. Then it says, hey, you want some examples? So this is how my joint was looking at first, right? It was like just plain. Then I says, no, I want that drop cap thing. I like this. Okay, cool. It tells you. And it says, would you like to choose a theme? Now, are y'all seeing this already? Now, I use another tool called Atticus to do that same thing. I'm going to pull that up real quick. Hopefully, if it lets me in, if I got to go and, put in the password and all that stuff, I'll just say forget it. Because I ain't got time for all that. All right, so let's see what we got. Let's see if it pops up. So are you seeing what I'm talking about, though? It is giving you, all right, Atticus, what you going to do? It is giving you the opportunity. I don't know why I said opportunity like that, but whatever. So it's giving you the opportunity to go ahead and put in things. Now, I'm going to show you some tricks, man. This is where the money's at. I'm going to show you some things you can do within the book itself that could potentially make you more money than just having readership. Are y'all with me? Okay, I'll show you. So, okay, first things first. It's showing you that you can use these different looks. Chapter title, boom, subchapter, chapter title, subchapter, whatever it is. If you want to do that. If you want to put an image in, it's telling you to say, okay, cool. Instead of doing this ugly way before, you do it this way so that the thing spreads a certain way. Now, this is Kindle telling you this because they're telling you how to put stuff on their product. Now, of course, we're going to create a PDF and we're going to put it on our landing page and we're going to sell the PDF too with links in it, right? If y'all want help with that, DM me. As I said, DM me. You cannot get to me any other way. You have to DM me. All right. Maybe, I don't know. If you do one of my numbers and send a pigeon, hey, Randy, could you work with me? Well, okay. That's another story. Okay. So you're seeing it. It tells you how to create hyperlinks. Oh my God. Hyperlinks is where the money's at. All right. Y'all get it. I think y'all get it. Understanding that is our way to say, if I know I can create a book a week for 52 weeks. I know I can. Why? I just saw the tool to use. All right, my other app is not opening, so forget about it. Now let's go back to this. And I'm going to show you a couple of things that we're going to do now. All right, so let me go ahead and replace this. Stop this share. Go to the other one. Atticus is not working right now. So let's go back over to Kindle Create. All right, there it is. Now, okay, it's telling us what to do here. Y'all get it, right? Everybody got that? Great. Now let's go back over to the actual tool itself or the actual book itself so that we can continue on our, this is how you do it. Now I'm giving y'all the free stuff. I'm showing y'all the free stuff. All right, now watch this. Remember it said, hey, if you want to put a hyperlink in there, which of course we do, we then can do something like this. You see how, watch what I do. All while skipping the blank page, right? Now, let's say I had a product that I wanted to sell, or I, as an affiliate to another product, I want to sell that product. Then I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to hit insert. And then you see that where it says hyperlink, it then allows us to put in a hyperlink. Hopefully y'all can see that too. Okay, there it is. Y'all see it. It doesn't look like it's showing up on the screen though. I'm looking at the screen. So, okay, insert hyperlink. This would allow me to now put in a hyperlink of an item. Wait, what? Yes, you can do that through the whole book. You see how it's already right? It's literally writing it for us. Look at this. Here are all our chapters. Now, how did we get here? I could save some of that and say, when you DM me and you say, Randy, just walk me through this. But I will tell you, I won't leave you hanging. We're going to use a simple old Word document. We're going to load the Word document up to this tool right here. And then we're going to build it on the inside. Yes, we are. That's exactly what we're going to do. But before we do that, all right, maybe later, I'm going to show you a really cool way that we can do a Google Doc and we can get stuff done really, really fast. Watch this now. I'm going to show you this once I open up a Google Doc. Let it do its gyrations. Watch this now. This is how we get stuff done fast so that we can get it published fast. Now you see this is a regular old Google Doc. Now here's what I want you to do. Now see if I type 26 words a minute, the man jumped over the, yeah, that's going to be a hot mess. And you don't want to see that hot mess. And you may type fast, but I got a friend of mine, Joan, she types like 100 words a minute. And she's been doing that since high school. I love Joan, but I am not trying to type 100 nobodies a minute. You hear me? But I can talk. Watch what I show you next. So the man jumped over the, y'all know what's happening next, moon. So we go to tools. Look at this. We're going to go to tools. Then we're going to go to audio. Actually, that's new. And that's something that Google just dropped on us. We could just be talking and it could be typing, but we're going to go to voice typing. We're going to kind of do it old school. Watch this. You see that? See if I can move this. There we go. Voice typing. Watch this. Click to speak. Are y'all watching me now? I'm giving y'all the goal. How can you write a book a week, probably in a day? Just saying. For 1 year. See this tool right here? Bam. Click it. And once you click it, then it starts listening to you as you speak. And as it listens to you as you speak, guess what it's doing? Yes, it is writing. Are y'all seeing that? It is writing because it is listening to you. Now, the reason why I like a tool like this is because guess what? That thing sometimes it doesn't pick up exactly what you're saying and you can't remember what you said. So going back kind of doesn't make sense. And sometimes you're on such a roll that you're not watching it. Watch me. I'm looking at it right now. Bam. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it. So I can see when it makes a mistake. And when it makes a mistake, guess what I do? I stop. I rewind. Right? We hit backspace. You see what I'm doing? I'm hitting backspace. Well, guess what? That takes time. But this puppy right here, oh my gosh. You go on a walk. Now I'm giving y'all the gold, man. Why? Because a lot of people don't do this. And if I can be extra transparent, if I can show you the how, not only the what, then my hope is that you one day say, you know what? That's who helped me. And I want to now work with him on some other projects. Or I'm going to share with somebody else, go work with Randy. That's all I'm hoping for. The law of reciprocity. Or you go, man, if you show me all that, what else you got? Because there's more. Trust me. So now, imagine this now. Work with me. You got your note cards and you've got your little recorder. If you want to know where to get this, I'm going to tell you. Or you can, follow the links. If you look if you're watching this on YouTube and you go ahead and grab the links that I typically put in the description field, I talk about the tech stack that I use. Within those tech stacks is one of these opportunities or one of the tools. Look at this. So I got the recorder and I got notes. So in other words, the notes become the stuff that's in your head. Don't try to pull that stuff out of your head from 2022. That don't make any sense. You want to be in 2026, 2027, 2028, thinking about stuff and then putting it down. If you got a whole bunch of stuff in your phone, the memory is full. Just saying, I stopped using my phone a long time ago. But these notes now look what this thing is doing. It's going on. But I guarantee you, somewhere along the line, it's got something wrong in here. Well, I ain't got time to go back and fix it. Now, are y'all with me? You use something like this, we just pull out the audio, turn it into words, because there's some really easy sites to do that with, TinyWow being one. And then we take those words and watch what I'm going to show you next. Let me stop this though, because this thing is starting to, right. Now you'll get a big old block like this. It won't look nice and pretty, but we don't need pretty, do we? Can I share another tip with you? Okay. Most of y'all got Zoom, right? Well, everybody had to have Zoom. So we could go on Zoom and do the same thing, couldn't we? We can go on Zoom and go click, record, and you could just talk. Now, that's one way. You can't take Zoom with you though, oftentimes, unless you got it on your phone. but you can take this thing everywhere. You go into the grocery store, take this with you. And you get an idea, you throw it down. Da, 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 idea down. You come home, you undo it, you pull the words out, and then you start building the actual book. Why I'm giving you a week, not a day? Well, I don't know how you work. Now, will you make money from this? I can't tell you that, because results are not typical, implied, guaranteed that people that do this stuff will actually make a dime from it. You might not make a dime. People might not want what you got, but if they do, you now have a digital asset out there working for you. Okay. Now, I want to show you a couple other things because these become opportunities for us. Can I show you how you would then create a cover? Because you might be thinking, well, Randy, how am I going to create a book in a week and I don't even have a cover made? I got to go get a cover person. No, we got things that do that for us. You want to bet? I'll show you in a minute. Watch this. This one right here is going, oh man. If you don't like your mind blown, you might as well jump off right now. You jump in and you go, I don't want my mind blown. I don't want guy telling me I can create a book in a week. I can create one book a week for a year. He's lying to me. And then I show you how you can do it. And then you go, well, I guess he's not lying to me, but I don't want to create a book in a week. Well, that's you. Some people want to get what they got in here that can help somebody out there, out of their head and into other people's arms. Throw a couple bucks on it. Give it away for free if you want. Put your links in there so that you get paid. I am the Monetize Your Life guy after all. But this is how you monetize your life. By doing these tactics, using these strategies. Now, will you make a dime? This is for educational purposes only. I do this disclaimer because this is the real talk. I cannot stand when I see these outrageous claims when they know they're messing with the math, right? They didn't tell me that this was, rupees. And they say, make 1,000. And you go, 1,000 what? And it's rupees. Well, that's like 20 bucks. Anyway, y'all know what I mean. So watch this. I'm going to show you next a design that I made because I could. Here it is. Look at this. Bam. The cash flow code. Who did I make that with? This thing, I made it with this thing. This is the Chat GPT that everybody keeps telling us about. Well, it's around and everybody's using it for weird reasons. We're going to be using it to do stuff like this. The cash flow code. How to turn, wait a minute. I noticed that it spelled my name wrong. Oh, damn Chat GPT. So what do? Is we say, hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. You spelled my name wrong. We just tell it. Do not change anything else. We had to be explicit. Remember yesterday I talked about it, how it will lie to you. Well, it just lied to me here. That ain't my name. But this one is. Oh, it kept everything the same. And we have to be very careful when we have something that looks good. We have to tell ChatGPT, do not change anything but. That's how you prompt it. You say that kind of thing to it. So now we got to cover the cash flow code. Looks kind of codey. Got cash flow, got the whole thing up there. I could tighten it up a little bit, but we're not going to do that. We're going to put $4.83 on this thing. We're going to throw it on Amazon, or maybe we put a little bit more, depending on how long it is. And it's done. How long did it take me to do that? I can guarantee you it didn't take me a week. Just saying. But it might take you a week. So now look, we got the cover. We have the interior of the book itself. What's next? Well, what's next is pushing it out and getting it into the hands of people. Now, that's where my expertise is. And I will talk about that at another time because that is the marketing of the thing that you have created. But first things first, I wanted to be able to come on and say, do you now believe, like I know, that you too can create a book in a week? That's first. And I don't mean some, oh my gosh, Claude or ChatGPT just went wild and created something from nothing. I'm talking about from your life. I guarantee you. Now, how I work with you. This is what I do when I work with you. And this is my CTA, call to action. Here's what I do is I say, hey, tell me what you want to write about. I want to write about this, da 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 da. Here's my life, da da da. I says, okay. You want this to be a fiction or nonfiction book? Well, it's real, so nonfiction. Oh, okay. Got some people in it. You might go, yeah, I'm talking about Joe. I'm talking about Joan. But Joan and Joe might not like what you're saying about them. So would you like to characterize it? So what I'm trying to understand and get to is the style, how you want to put the book out. Do you want it to be a nonfiction or fiction? Because sometimes we can come up with stuff that's awesome and tell a story, right? And some people like it in a certain way. Is it a true crime book? True crime goes bananas right now. It's going bananas because people love true crime. I don't personally like it, but that's not my problem. That's not my thing. I go where people like stuff, where people are having problems. So if true crime is it, so I bought a domain called True Crime Interactive. And what do you think that's about? Yeah, the thing that people love, but then you get to become a part. Do you want to be the detective or do you want to be the criminal? I haven't put it together yet, so don't mess with me. But True Crime Interactive is on its way. And all I'll be doing is helping you be the character that's inside the thing. That's it. So come with your ideas. So look at this, though. We'll talk about that another day. I got the cover done. So could I go out there right now and start promoting this? The cash flow code. Dun, 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 dun. And then how to turn conversations, clients, and chaos into cash flow. Who wouldn't want to know how to do that? Because you know there's conversations you be having. And I know, Mrs. Ward, I did not say that sentence right. Please forgive me. Clients, you talk to them all the time. Chaos, theirs and yours, into something that puts cash in your pockets. I'm just saying, if that's something you want, I can show you. I'm always going to ask, do you want help? If you're saying, no, bro, I'm good. Thank you for all that you gave me. That's enough. Well, then fine. I've been transparent and said, here it is. Here is it all. But if you still find yourself after hearing me and coming on every day, still not doing something, that's when you need that accountability person. That's the person that's going to say, hey, let's go. I don't force anybody to do anything. You're grown, right? Fully baked person. But I will say, here is a system by which you can do it. Like I do right now, coming on doing these lives. My system is at a certain time, I start thinking about the live. At a certain time, I come on and hit the buttons. At another time, I do this, that, and the third. So that becomes the opportunity. In fact, you just reminded me, I forgot to put a very particular thing in the Facebook post. That's all right. We'll do it live. Y'all want to do it live? Okay, cool. Now watch what I do. I'm going to show y'all something, how I do this stuff. Now, y'all get a chance to get in here and see how I would do this in a live fashion. So look at this. I forgot to put in the links. So I'm going to just go into Facebook and I'm going to say live right now. Watch this. But if you miss it, watch this, y'all. If you miss it, watch this. Here it is. Grab the replay. Told y'all I don't type fast. Now watch this. This is so cool. In what I'm getting ready to show you, I'm getting ready to literally put the live where it is live. And then on this page, the live catch the replay here with the free flip book gifts. All right, because on this page I have flip books. Now, what is the flip books for? Well, those are things that when I do certain presentations, I actually have the presentation. I turn it into a book and I give it away to them. Guess what? In a day. Create a whole book in a day. This one's the flip book. But if you miss it, grab the replay here with the free flip book gifts. Okay. Let's do that. right? Now that's it. It's going to show them what I got going. All right. And then let's go ahead and add an image. Create a book in 1 year. Bam. Right. See what I'm doing now? I'm not doing anything that you can't see yourself and do yourself. So let's go ahead and share to some groups. Right. So I'm a part of these groups here, all these groups. And every time I put stuff in here, people go and grab the books, man. It's beautiful. I love it. Make money online. We got this guy. We got all these different groups in here that I'm a part of. Michigan authors. Bam. Let's go ahead and do that. Done. Post it. And we are done with that part of it. Is that cool or what? Now, I'm live and I'm doing this and showing you how to do it too. Is there anything else you require of me before you finally believe that this is what you can do too? If not, I'll see you on tomorrow.